Hello neighbors, and welcome back to Life on Sweezy Street, or if you're new here, my name is Tabitha. Our channel primarily focuses on family vlogs, but when the mood strikes, we do sometimes share some cooking vlogs. So today I'm welcoming you into our kitchen, where I am going to attempt to make some vanilla extract for the very first time. If you can see, I have some alcohol sitting there behind me. I am pregnant and my husband and I just don't drink anymore. Those have been sitting around for well over a year at this point. And so I thought instead of wasting it, we would try to turn it into some vanilla extract. I have never made vanilla extract before. This will be my very first time. It does take about a year for it to sit, for all the vanilla flavor to impart in the alcohol. So I won't be able to share the direct results with you today. But I'm hoping that it turns out well and that I can share it with you in about a year and let you know how it tastes and how it turns out. So here are my supplies. I have a little bit of vodka, which is typically what I think most people use as a vodka because it's a very mild flavored alcohol. But I do also have some rum. I have a white rum and a gold rum. I'm gonna see if those work. I mean, like I said, the alcohol would have just been wasted otherwise, so might as well give it a try. You need at least an 80 proof alcohol for this to work, and I think the limit is you don't wanna go above, I wanna say 120. You definitely don't want too high of an alcohol percentage, otherwise it won't work. So 80 proof I think is right that line where you wanna be. So all three of these will work, hopefully. And you put vanilla beans in there. I got these off of Amazon. They are Tahitian vanilla beans grown in Papua New Guinea. They smell amazing. As soon as I opened the Amazon package, even though they are in this vacuum sealed, you can still just smell the vanilla. It smells so good. You use 1 ounce of beans for every 8 ounces of alcohol. So I am going to measure it out because all of these have just a little bit of alcohol like gone from them. So I want to make sure that I'm using the right ratios. So first, I'm going to start by weighing it out in my little Pyrex to see exactly how many vanilla beans we're going to need. So I have about 10 ounces, actually I have exactly 10 ounces of vodka, which means I need a little more than an ounce of these Tahitian beans. I'm gonna cut them open. We're gonna cut them open and we are going to cut them lengthwise down the middle, but not quite all the way through. Oops, was that 2 of them? That might have been 2. I've never worked with vanilla beans before. This is my very first time. They smell absolutely divine. We're just gonna give them a nice slice. I am not very good at slicing vanilla beans. This might take a little bit of practice. Try to flatten it out as much as possible. I want to make sure that all the good, yummy, vanilla-y goodness gets in those. I don't even know, I don't think I even cut into that. Interesting. I can't even see the seeds inside. I don't think I cut enough. Oh, there we go. I heard it that time. Woo, you really have to go for it. Oh yeah, now I can see all those yummy beans inside. And it smells incredible. I'm gonna cut this in half just to give it a little bit more surface area to work with. Give this one another little cut. And we're gonna measure these and see how many ounces this is. So this pack of Tahitian vanilla beans I bought off of Amazon. I will link this down below. But it was $26.95 for 50 beans. I didn't realize until after I bought them that there's no approximate weight on this. So I actually don't know how many beans I have, but it does work out to about 54 cents per bean. And then, like I said, we had the alcohol just sitting around, but I can't imagine it would be more than about $30 for a bottle of one of these rums, and definitely a lot cheaper for a small bottle of vodka. So overall, I really didn't spend that much to make this. I'm not sure how the price will compare to store-bought vanilla. We usually get our vanilla at Costco, and the price has gone down quite significantly in the last year or so. But the bottles have also gotten smaller too. So I'm not really sure how this compares cost-wise, but I'm hoping that the flavor payoff is there. So that took a lot more vanilla beans than I originally thought it was gonna take. To be honest, I thought there would only be like a couple in here, but I guess it makes sense. This is about 1.2 ounces of vanilla beans. So hopefully this is enough to make the flavor right on point. Now I just have to pour the vodka back in here. Got some vanilla bean at the top. Gonna do this carefully. And there is our concoction, looking very beautiful. Put that lid back on. And over time, this will darken up and all those vanilla beans will impart their deliciousness into the vodka and it will turn into vanilla extract. From what I've heard too is homemade vanilla extract is a lot stronger than what you get at the store. So you don't usually need as much as you would with store-bought. So hopefully that's the case because we go through vanilla like crazy in this family. So now next thing, I suppose I'm gonna measure out the rum. I don't know if I have enough vanilla beans for both of those big bottles, so I have to decide if I wanna do the light rum or the dark rum. You have to go potty? After a little potty break with Hazel and a bit of a swinging around, she had to get some energy out, I've been thinking, and I think I am going to go with the dark rum for the extract, just because it's so different from the vodka that I think it might be more of a interesting flavor because I really don't think I have enough beans for both. So next things next, I am going to measure out the rum and see how many ounces of rum we have, and then we're going to do the math and figure out how many vanilla beans we need. Decided to take this off to make it a little easier. Okay, so just measured it out. It is 3 pounds, 4 ounces. There's 16 ounces in a pound, so that's, 1 second, let me do some math. Okay, so we did the math. There's about 53 ounces of alcohol, not quite exact, but almost. And 53 divided by 8 ounces means we need about 6 ounces of vanilla beans in order to really get a good flavor on this one. So I am going to pour the alcohol back in the bottle and then I'm going to get started on cutting some more vanilla beans. There is probably an easier way to do this, but it's my first time, so we are all learning together here. If you have an easier way to do this, well, probably don't use a used bottle of alcohol. That would help you figure out your ounces a whole lot easier. But if you have an easier way to do this, any suggestions, if I'm just making myself look like a fool here, definitely let me know down in the comments. I am always looking for ways to improve my technique in the kitchen. But this is the year of making new things, starting with the vanilla extract. Okay, so I'm just gonna measure out the remaining vanilla beans that I have. Okay, so a little bit of bad news. It is only 3.2 ounces. That is about half of what we need. So next time I will definitely be buying more. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and try anyway. I'm just gonna go ahead and use these. I don't wanna waste them. I know that they'll dry out if I put them away. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut all these up and throw them in the bottle. And if it doesn't work out, we'll find in a year together. Okay, so 1 pack of vanilla beans later, and we have a full bottle of Bacardi and a full bottle of, well, tiny little bottle of vodka. We are gonna let these age, like I said, about a year. I might give them a taste test after like 9 months because I am a very impatient person, but we'll see how they turn out. From what I've heard, I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube before I started doing this. There are a lot of great resources out there. One of the videos that I really enjoyed was from Roots and Refuge Farm. Some people shake it, some people don't. I think I'm gonna shake it just a little bit just to mix it for the first few months and then kind of just let it sit after that. I'm gonna label these with the date on them so I don't forget when I made these, and I'm really hopeful that they turn out. If you have made your own vanilla before, please let me know in the comments how it turned out. I'm super, super, super excited to try these, and I will definitely be buying more vanilla beans in the future because I still have a whole bottle that I need to fill up. I know that I used Tahitian vanilla beans. I know that there are different types. I might experiment with a different type and see if that changes the flavor at all, but we will see. And thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me while I entered my first vanilla making experiment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.